Hare Krishna. We continue reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, from chapter 2, text 32. Yadra chaya chopapanam swargadvaram apavritam sukhina kshatriya partha labhante yuddham itrisham. O Partha, happy are the Kshatriyas to whom such fighting opportunities come unsought, opening for them the doors of the heavenly planets. So because Krishna is telling Arjuna, you don't stop doing your duty, you're not at that level. The whole Bhagavad Gita is focused. Majority, it's focused on what? Karma yoga. You do your duty. Do your duty, but don't be attached to the result. So there are many people who do their duty and they're detached from the result. But that does not give them any higher understanding, does not lead to bhakti. So, okay, I do my duty, but who should I give up the result for then? For the pleasure of Krishna. For the pleasure of Krishna. And then by doing such a duty in such a mood, what happens? I'm doing karma yoga. So then I am not involved in that karma. So we should try to come at least to this position. Because bhakti yoga means doing the activities for the pleasure of Krishna. As we were just reading, what does a pure devotee want? How can I please Krishna? Just now in Caitanya Caritamrta we're reading. How can I please Krishna? But are we at that level? Okay, so what level are we at? I have certain inclinations, I have certain talents which I would like to engage in. Then, okay, I do that for the pleasure of Krishna. Krishna, I am in this position, whatever, in my family situation, in my work situation, whatever situation I am in, let me do it for your pleasure. Krishna, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to be nice to everyone, because if we are trying to please Krishna, then we have to really, make sure, it's not easy also. But that's what we have to try to do. At least let's come to do karma yoga. Let me do it for the pleasure of Krishna. I don't want to do it, but I know Krishna will be happy. That's why I'm in this position. Let me do it. So anyway, here Krishna is telling that you're a Kshatriya, you fight. Even if you die on the battlefield, you will go to heaven. So let's read the purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. As the Supreme Teacher of the world, Lord Krishna condemns the attitude of Arjuna, who said, I do not find any good in this fighting. It will cause perpetual habitation in hell. Such statements by Arjuna were due to ignorance only. So here Arjuna was thinking that he knows more than Krishna. It was Krishna's will that the war happens. But Arjuna, he's a pure devotee. He's put into ignorance so that Krishna gets an opportunity to speak the Bhagavad Gita. Why? For us. For us, because Krishna knew the Kali Yuga people are going to come and they really don't know what to do and how to do. They're going to be totally lost. So I need to give some instructions before I leave this planet. So that's the reason. Arjuna was put into ignorance only by Krishna's will. It's not that Arjuna is actually in ignorance. Arjuna is a pure devotee of the Lord. He can never ever forget his position as a transcendental loving servitor of the Lord, that he wants to please the Lord and do the Lord's will. He wanted to become non-violent in the discharge of his specific duty. For a Kshatriya to be on the battlefield and to become non-violent is the philosophy of fools. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, you have that right. You are a Kshatriya. For example, if there is a soldier, there's a soldier, and then the country declares a war with another country. So then the soldier goes on the battlefield. But then the soldier says, no, I cannot fight. Otherwise, I will be put into prison that I'm killing these people. But nobody's going to put him in prison. The countries are at war. He's the one who's specifically been deputed to save his country. So it is his duty at that moment to fight. So that they can be victorious. Now, if the same soldier, if he starts killing people on the road just for his own fancy, yes, then he is going to be put in prison. But when he's deputed by the government to go fight on their behalf, why will he be put in prison? Same thing Krishna is telling Arjuna here. So in the Parashar Smriti, or religious quotes made by Parasar, the great sage and father of Vyasadeva, it is stated, Kshatriyo hi prajarakshan shastra pani hi pradandayan nirjitya parasainyadi shitin dharmena palayo. The Kshatriya's duty is to protect the citizens from all kinds of difficulties. And for that reason, he has to apply violence in suitable cases for law and order. Therefore, he has to conquer the soldiers of inimical kings. And thus, with religious principles, he should rule over the world. So we can see that it's not Krishna is encouraging Arjuna to do something which is irreligious. No, Krishna can never tell us to do something which is irreligious. Although here Arjuna has to kill his loved ones, which is a very difficult position. Imagine, my God, you have to kill your grandfather, your teacher, your cousins. It's so difficult. But for Arjuna, but Krishna is, because some people say, oh, how could Krishna do that? He ordered the killing of millions of people. No, but this is all based on scriptural evidence that the fight was needed to happen at that time to maintain peace and law and order for the other population. That is the duty of a Kshatriya, to maintain the others so the other innocent people can live peacefully and happily. Considering all aspects, Arjuna had no reason to refrain from fighting. If he should conquer his enemies, he would enjoy the kingdom. And if he should die in battle, he would be elevated to the heavenly planets, whose doors were wide open to him. Fighting would be for his benefit in either case. So how do we apply it in our life then? How do we apply this? Wherever, so we apply Lord Chaitanya's, what was Lord Chaitanya's instruction? That you just continue in your position, just chant the Hare Krishna mantra. That was Lord Chaitanya's position. We do not need to artificially give up the position. Let it come naturally. Krishna says, otherwise the modes are going to act on us. The modes will act on us. So, what did Lord Chaitanya say to the Brahman, to the person? He wanted to leave his family, become a sannyasi. Lord Chaitanya said, you will please me better by continuing in your family life, and then wherever you go, whoever you meet, you tell them about Krishna. That is the way you will truly please me, rather than artificially pretending that you are on an elevated platform. So what do? We chant. We need to chant. We need to hear. And then gradually our desires, everything, gradually they will get purified. So we don't need to do anything artificially. And when the more they get purified, automatically we will engage more and more in pleasing Krishna. It's just an automatic process. So we should hear and chant every day. So any questions or comments?
No, all clear.
All okay?
Yeah, all okay.
So, shall we hear? Is that okay?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you so much for joining in today.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Jai.
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Hari Bol. Hare
Hari
Krishna.
Bol.